Okay, so I'm going to be careful with my words, so y'all fill in the blanks. So there are many people in an uproar against a particular beer company for plastering out genderizing faces, etc. And what was to come, if one was allowed, what was going to become of the rest of the other beer chains. And then we're talking about the targeting department store thing that's going on that has everyone up in arms about displaying particular clothing lines and so on and so forth. And so, because people have band together, they have banned, the beer company is feeling the bottom line effects and are reevaluating their decisions. The department store is also reevaluating or saying they're reevaluating possibly moving those things to the back of the store or whatever. Okay. But so what I'm seeing this weekend are people are still flocking to this particular store out of habit. And whether they see it in the front or they're even aware of it, or they may look for it in the back, they feel like they've won something because the store is reacting accordingly. But what's happening in a lot of these stores, they were not the demographic selected stores for this trial launch to occur. So some people are going into their local department store and going, well, I don't see anything, so I'm safe. My store is safe. But what they're not seeing is the blanketing bottom line across all borders in all of those stores funnel into all of the same shareholders and executives. So the whole goal of this uproar was to hurt the bottom line in all stores across the nation, because it wasn't a purchasing issue. It was a moral and ethical issue in which people were trying to uphold. So if you've got people in your neighborhood going to the local store saying, I didn't see it in mine. We're safe. We made a point. No, you didn't. If you're still shopping in that store, you're still saying it's okay to their bottom line, and you're hurting those that are in demographics where this launch may be taking place. Because these executives are looking at the bottom line across the whole blanket of stores. And it's not a franchise, it's an entire store in every state in many different countries. Okay? So if you're morally standing up for something, then doesn't it have to be across the board? Doesn't it have to be, well, I don't believe that. I'm sorry that's happening in your state. It's not happening in mine, but I'm going to stand up to it now because I don't want it coming into mine. And so therefore, I'm going to hurt the bottom line of those stores in my demographics. And you don't have to go out with a loudspeaker and a bullhorn to do those things, but you can certainly stand up for whatever it is that you believe in, for whatever reason that you believe in it. But what I'm seeing is people are like, well, okay, well, we made a dent. Let's go back to business as usual, until it raises its ugly head again in a whole different manner, because these stores still have the finances to function and make executive functioning decisions based on the fact that they're still being paid their high number dollars as being an executive. So they have the money to go back to the drawing board, because many people are allowing it by going into those stores. Well, I'm just going to get this because it's convenient. I'm hearing it and I am seeing it here in the DC area. So for whatever reason, something's coming to mind right now. It's like Mothers Against Drunk Drivers didn't just rear their ugly heads in one demographic. It reared its ugly head across all borders. And it made a dent, and laws were changed. So even mothers that hadn't experienced it or weren't even 1 degree of separation from it, they stood up for it to prevent it from growing into their demographics and passing the word, this isn't going to happen in my neighborhoods. If you drive drunk, you are going to pay the price. So laws were changed. Executive decisions were changed. And it all starts with a neighborhood and in a community and your demographics, and then it echoes out with whatever it is that you believe, whatever it is that you believe in, whatever the topic is. But this is what I'm seeing now. People are still going out and buying that particular beer, and that beer company makes all different types of beer. Again, it goes back to what I talk about. Pay attention to labeling. Pay attention to hidden agendas. Pay attention to what it is you individually can stand for and take action upon that within your domain that you have control over. Just be one less that contributes. So that's just my thought for the day. What's yours? Let me know in the comment section. Please like, subscribe, and share.